a lot of videos in my past about body image, about makeup, about all different kinds of things, and recently a video went viral. And I know that I don't have very many subscribers, and I know that I don't have very many views or whatever, and I understand all that, and I understand a lot bigger YouTubers have made response videos to this video, but I decided that I would give my 2 cents. So I just wanted to kind of talk for a little bit. I want to make it very blatantly honest and open right here, right now, that I'm a huge fan of comedy. I absolutely love all kinds of comedy, stand-up, you know, whatever. I love improv. I love watching it. I love it. I love comedy. I think comedy is such an amazing facet that we can use to bring together a lot of people, but comedy can't be used to the point of abuse, right? There's a thin line between comedy. You know, I know there are a lot of comedians who like to push the bar, you know what I'm saying? And they like to make jokes about certain things and get really close to topics that may or may not be okay to talk about. But there's a really big step between comedy and abuse, and calling something comedy so you can abuse a group of people, whether that be about weight, about skin color, about religious belief, about sexuality, about whatever it's about, it's not okay. And in this case, it was about body type. I wanted to bring to light here that the internet is right now one of the most powerful resources that we have. I mean, people get discovered off of the internet, people get famous off of the internet. Around 2 billion people use the internet. And every day that we log onto the internet, creators or not, people on Twitter or not, no matter how big your fan base is, you have a choice, a conscious, loud choice to make. Whether that be you choose that day to be nice, or you choose to be very mean, and you have the choice to lift people up and help people. And that's what's amazing about YouTube and having a creator space. You have the ability to reach hundreds of thousands of people. You don't know who's gonna watch your video, and that's an amazing, powerful tool that we all have access to. And even if you don't make videos, writing comments, writing tweets, writing Facebook posts, nice things have power. Words have power. And when we choose the right thing, it's so powerful. You have the ability to lift people up. The internet has desensitized so much of the world, right? Now it's not people are people, it's people are pixels in a screen, and I can say whatever the heck I want to because it's comedy. We can't forget, no matter how deep the internet goes, we can't forget that there are still people, and they still have feelings, and they're still empathetic, and we can't forget that. We can never forget that. And that's what the internet is doing now. And that's the worst part about the internet, is that it tries to make people less and less like people and more like internet profiles. It's like this girl took internet profiles and just decided to speak about them. It's like these are people who have feelings, who have emotions, a group of people that aren't all the same, that don't live the same life, that don't have the same experiences, that don't have the same resources. It's like we can't speak about one group of people, we can't speak about anybody. And it's like having no empathy, and that's a scary road to go down, right? Having no empathy for people, you know, that's a scary road, and I would never want to be in that position. In this case, the choice was made to strip a group of people of their identity, rather, and give them just this persona of stereotypes and gross adjectives and terrible, mean things. In this case, it wasn't even about unwarranted weight loss advice. It wasn't about unwarranted tips. It wasn't any of that. And although those are kind of crass and not asked for, much more acceptable than this video. And I think anybody who makes a video like this has never seen the destruction that eating issues can have on people, on families, on relationships, it can wreck a person's whole life. It can cause destruction and damage, and to completely avoid that and just decide that you're going to say that fat people smell like sausage is unreal. It's unreal, and it's not comedy. I'm just gonna put that out there. I think the worst part about this video is that so many people, everyone in the entire world, male or female, whatever you are, you deal with body image issues. Maybe not even body image issues. I think everybody deals with those, but I mean some kind of issue about your appearance. There's something that you really don't like. And when someone else decides to make a 7-minute video about one thing about somebody, it validates every single thing they've said in their head. It validates every single wrong thought that they've had about themselves. It validates every bad feeling, bad day. It validates all of those things that they've said to themselves for so many years and how bad they felt, and they've suppressed all these feelings. And like, you bring that to the table, and that's the worst thing you could possibly do, right? Like, I'm not even trying to call this girl out and call her a bad person, and I'm not trying to attack her in this video. Like, I'm not even gonna go on her appearance at all, because that would be exactly the same thing that she just did to these people, and I wouldn't want to go that low. We're just gonna speak from an intelligent standpoint here, that this video, I can only hope, was made for views. And as terrible as that sounds, it sounds better than stripping people of their identity and giving them nothing to live with. You know, just telling a group of people to stop doing something is not going to change the world. Like, thank you so much for that 7-minute video. It changed the world. You know, and I've been looking on her Twitter, and I saw that a couple people wrote her and said, hey, thanks for the motivation. Thank you. I needed that. And she was like, yes, yay. Great. Of those 4 tweets, I'm so happy you inspired those 4 people. But now let's deal with the other 400,000 who've watched your video, who now have to deal with eating issues and deal with all the... This world is hard enough. Like, you don't need to make it any harder for people. This world is already trying to tear you down on a daily basis. Like, why was this video necessary? If fat or not, every day we face things in our lives that tear us down and make us feel bad. And it's like, why was this wasn't necessary, is my point. This wasn't necessary, and you're not a health and fitness channel. You're not a registered dietitian. You're not somebody of actual credibility. You don't hold a degree. You don't know what you're talking about. And instead of choosing comedy and using it as a powerful resource to connect people together and make a good, nice thing to say, you chose the wrong option. And I hope that there are consequences for your actions. I hope there are some, because right now you're only getting a lot more views and a lot more subscribers. I hope there's some kind of consequence for your actions. Seriously, guys, I also wanted to talk about the girls who messaged me about this video and said, this video ruined my day, it ruined my week. I want to make sure that you guys understand that, you know, these people who make videos like this or make articles talking about body image and say terrible things, they're loud, but you can be louder. You can do amazing things. The plus size community right now is amazing. I follow a ton of plus size YouTubers who are doing amazing things. There have been amazing, beautiful women getting on covers. Tess Holliday signing her contract. The plus size industry is amazing. And she was loud with this video. Boy, wasn't she. She's going viral on Facebook, and she's loud. But she is not louder than the presence of being a kind person, right? You know, and that's a hard thing to do. I know when somebody attacks you, I have been called so many names in my life. I've been called fat, I've been called ugly, I've been called all these names my whole life, but we can't let our identity be found in those things, right? We gotta stand up and be who we're meant to be. And I want to make sure you guys understand that you have infinite amounts of worth in this world, and not a skinny version of you can replace you. Not somebody else can replace you. You live your own life. Thanks for watching. Yeah, thanks for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video, so I'll see you back here later.